Hi all. In the previous video, we discussed about how to perform an analysis of an algorithm. Also, we saw a type of analysis called as asymptotic analysis, where there are three cases to determine the performance of an algorithm in terms of time and space resources. So today we'll be seeing in this particular video, we will see the practical example of this determination of this asymptotic analysis, or how to actually implement it or decide uh, the cases they're working, and all the related stuff. So let's just see it in the practical example. So in this particular dev C++, I'm using dev C++ to perform this practical, and as we have already seen it in the previous video as well, where I gave an example of a primitive data structure. So here we will see an example where we will be able to analyze our program in terms of the three cases of asymptotic analysis. So starting with this particular example, it is basically of linear search. So this particular practical is based on linear search concept. After including the header file, I'll just put the standard namespace, write the main function, in which I'll first create an array. Array is something where I'll be able to store multiple values together. So suppose I'm creating an array of 5 values. There is 10, 20, 8, 90, 6. Let's just store this size in a variable called n. So I'm declaring this variable n as integer, and I'm initializing it with value 5. So basically n is denoting the size of array. And then I'm declaring a variable called key, which is the value to be searched. So I may need a loop variable as I. Then I'll tell the user to enter a number to be searched. /n for the new line. Cin for the input. So I'll be taking the variable value in variable key. And then I'm applying a for loop to go through the entire array, starting from the index 0 and till the length of the array, which is less than n. I have to check whether the value at that particular index matches to key. If it matches, then I'm just printing the message as cout. Key is present at index. So the index of that variable will be, or that value will be I, and then I'll simply put it as return 0. Why I'm writing return 0 is, since we have found out the value at a particular position, now we don't need to go further doing comparison with all the remaining values. So I'll simply exit the code, or I'll simply stop the execution in a way. If it is not so, then outside for loop I'll simply say if till the entire length, अगर मैं end तक जा रही हूँ array के और still अगर मुझे value नहीं मिलता है, it means that the value is not present. So I'll simply say he is not present in the array. That's it. I'll end the main function, and quite simple program, as you can see. Let's just save this file. Control S किया मैंने. I am naming it as practical ds prac 1.2 suppose. Let's run this program. So as you can see, there are 5 values present in my array, and 10, 20, 8, 90 and 6. Suppose I am entering 90. So we are getting the correct result as 90 is present at index 3. I'll run it again. Now I am searching for a number which is not there in the array, for example 7. So it's saying 7 is not present in the array. So this program is basically working in a correct form. If I am entering a number which is already there in the array, it says that the number is present, and if not, then it will say that it is not there in the array. So it's working correctly. Now what we have to do next is we have to analyze this in terms of its performance, that worst case may how it will behave in the average case and in the best case. So talking about the best case first. Best case will happen when I'll execute the code again. Now if I am entering value 10, okay, अगर मैं value 10 enter कर रही हूँ, then that particular for loop in which I am doing the comparison will be executed only once. Why it is getting executed once? Because 10 is present at the first index itself, that is at index 0. So here I am saving my time in a way because मेरा जो value है वो मुझे एक single comparison में मिल गया. So I have achieved my output or I have got my output comparatively faster since the value is already there at the first index itself or at the first position itself. So that becomes the best case. Okay, now how to write it mathematically? So here I am just commenting it out. So best case, as it is denoted by the symbol omega, we will write it as omega in bracket 1. Now why I am writing 1? As I already discussed about it, that in a single comparison, in a one comparison itself, I got the result. So that will be written mathematically in terms of asymptotic analysis as omega in bracket 1. Since it is a best case, we are using omega notation. Talking about worst case, which will indirectly denote the time complexity. So worst case को कैसे determine करेंगे? So if the value is there at the last position, for example, if I am running my code and if I am searching my value as 6, okay, so 6 is present at index 4. Now 4 तक जाने के लिए it has to do all the comparisons. जैसे पहले 10 के साथ compare करेगा, फिर 20, फिर 8, फिर 90, and then at the end it will get the value 6. So basically 5 times it has to compare and then get the result. यहाँ पे the size of array is 5, इसलिए 5 comparison करने पड़े. If the array of size is if the size of the array is 100, then we may need to do 100 comparisons if the value is present at the last position. So basically, if my value is at the last position, then it can be called as a worst case. Also, there is one more worst case scenario. If I put any value which is not there in the array, जैसे 99, in such a case as well, पूरा for loop execute होगा and at the end हमें पता चलेगा कि वो value array में present नहीं है. मतलब in this case as well, we are performing all the possible comparisons जितना भी array का size है. So again we are investing that much amount of time. तो n times जितना n यानी size of the array, जितना size रहेगा उतने बार हम comparison करेंगे, बराबर? So in such a case, the worst case will be, which is denoted by symbol big O or O of n. Now why I am writing n, as I already discussed, that n times we have to compare every time when there is the worst case. मतलब जब value last position पे है या जब value present नहीं है array में, तो हमें n number of comparisons करने पड़ेंगे. So if there are 100 values, if there are 200 values, 500, उतने comparisons हमें हर बार करने पड़ेंगे in this particular program. Average case. Average case can be any number that is somewhere in the middle. Okay, so suppose I am searching for a number 20 or I am searching for a number 8. Any of these. Let's execute the code again. Suppose I am searching for number 8. which is, as you can see, it is present at index 2. So again, it is somewhere in the middle. Okay, so I'm not getting the value in one comparison, as well I'm not getting the value in at such n comparisons. Okay, so we can say it can be n minus 1, it can be n minus 2, it can be n minus 3, right? But if I take any of these example, अगर मैं कोई भी equation उसमें से लेती हूँ, n minus 1 or n minus 2 or n minus 3, etc. If I take any of these equations, then इसमें जो ये equations है n minus 1 या n minus 2, इसमें जो highest power का जो variable है, that is n itself. So while writing average case, I'll be writing it as theta of n. So that is how we can determine and mathematically analyze and write our uh, algorithms complexity or our program's complexity in this particular way.